Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Alan coming to you live from our Team Elevation page. And today we're excited to have an amazing guest with us who just popped in. And so we'll tell you more about her in just a minute. But today is Thursday, August the 6th. And whether it's Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday, whatever kind of Thursday you want to have it, okay, today is an amazing day. And for what I'm thinking, it's Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful to have Debbie on the call today, but I always want to remind everybody about the tracker. This is the new improved tracker. Look what I added. I added how many gift cards you emailed. You know, we talked yesterday with Eddie and heard all about the gift card program and how important that was. And so looking at the top enrollers of VBOs and customers, how many of them are using the gift cards. And I highly encourage you to email the gift cards because that automatically puts them into the autoresponder. Okay, so it's really important to do that. And so with that being said, this business is all about success and all about helping other people become successful and so I met Debbie, and oh gosh, a little over a year ago, I guess. 2 years? Has it been 2 years? I hear a noise, Debbie. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, there you go. That's not good. Your microphone is doing weird stuff. You might want to plug some headphones in. Maybe that'll help. You sound like Minnie Mouse. You sound just like Minnie Mouse. Let me go over here to the live page and see if you sound that way over there, or if it's just here. Let's see. It's got to catch up. Maybe you want to mute yourself out. Hang on. Let me go over here to the live page and see if you sound that way over there, or if it's just. Yeah, you sound that way on the page too. Do you have headphones by chance? Good question, huh? So let me try this. I'm going to mute your mic and do the introductions and then see if you can come back on. So good morning, Kyle. Good morning, AJ. Good morning, Annette. Good morning, Lori. Lori, you need to, I noticed this yesterday, you need to go back in and allow StreamYard access to your account. And so Annette Paz says, hello, Minnie Mouse. So, we've been announcing for the past few days all the successes that we've had. And this one is really, near and dear to my heart because, when Debbie first started working with us, it's funny how this business works. I was just talking to my daughter this morning, and she's engaged in the business now. And again, it's taken a little hiatus away. And so I said, it's not about who you know. It's about who they know. And we were over close to Debbie's house, going through the Chick-fil-A drive-through, and listen, if you're in the Chick-fil-A drive-through, you're going to be in line for like 20 minutes. And I want to give you a tip for being in the Chick-fil-A drive-through. So are you ready for it? They serve chicken. It's not hard. They got chicken sandwiches, they got chicken nuggets, and they got chicken wraps, and they got French fries. That's it. Some of these people have been in line for 20 minutes ahead of me. I'm in a hurry trying to get back to do the live. And I'm like, and they're like, well, and nowadays you don't even order from the box. They got these poor girls standing out there, you're ordering from. And the woman's holding this big computer thing, and the car in front of me is like, well, let me think. You've been in line for 20 minutes. What are you thinking about? It's chicken. And then, anyway. So So I was telling Allison, I said, it's not about who you know, it's about who they know, because I met Debbie through Denise Longton. I met Denise Longton through Lisa Peterson. I met Lisa Peterson through a friend of ours, Jeff Hooks. And so, it's when you're building this business, it's not so much about who you know and maybe even who they know, but who they know. And so Debbie came to us. She's known me for 2 years now, and she I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. She lives in the same town I do, about 2 miles from me. And so, sometimes I might just show up at her door and knock on the door like I did the other day, and and have a chat with her. But Debbie, let's check this mic out. Try it again. That's a no. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to log out and log back in. And then on the bottom, it'll say Cam and mic on your screen, and you can check to see what your mic settings are. So can you check that first down there? Hey, Rebecca Metzger. Good to see you. We're having a little technical challenges this morning. We've tuned into Disneyland, and we've got Miss Debbie Minnie Mouse Stella on the line. So let's see, Debbie, if you'll just click out of here and go back out and then log back in, we'll see if that works. Okay. Yeah. So just the thing about this business is that it's not about perfection. It's just about consistency. It's just about, it's about, doing something for your business every single day and focusing on your business, because it's stuff happens like this connection we got today. So hopefully when she comes back on, we'll be able to hear the real Debbie Stella and get things going. So there she is. All right, I'm going to bring her back in and see if this works. Welcome, Miss Debbie Stella.
How do I sound?
Perfect.
Oh, dear. Oh, see, I couldn't hear it on my end, so
Hey,
Okay,
AJ just said, if you want to speak to Goofy, pass me in. So,
oh
AJ,
my goodness, I don't know what happened that time, but we're in. Okay, that's good.
we're in. So Debbie, first of all, congratulations on reaching director. Very proud of you. Very proud of your accomplishments. I know that you're somebody who, from day one, has always had a positive attitude. You've always been enthusiastic. You've always just said, it's just. I knew from day one that you were going to climb that mountain, or you were going to die on the side of the mountain trying. And I know that director is not anywhere close to what your long-term goal is.
Correct.
But that's a huge step. That's a huge step. And that means that you've got a solid foundation. That means you've got a solid team. That means you're growing consistently. That means that, because national manager to director is one of the toughest ranks to hit, because you have to triple your volume.
Right.
From 3,000 to 9,000. So, I just like for you to kind of share with the folks on the call a little bit about yourself, about your story, and just some of the things that you feel have been important and have been instrumental in your success.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. And thank you for all of your coaching and being there for us all the time, because consistency is a big, big factor in this. And you can't do it without your team. So that's one thing I want to say loud and clear to everybody, is it's a team effort. And the second thing that's, for me, I have fun with this. I enjoy it and I have fun with it. I look forward to reaching out to people, because guess what? I know that the end result will be that I'm going to help them with their health. And that makes it fun for me. If I could help somebody, I want to make it, I'm making it fun for me. Yeah. So consistency is it. So a little story about me is I did work for another multi-level marketing company, a direct sales company, and they shut down unexpectedly. And so I always loved being in the direct sales business, and I wanted to get back to it again. I just had to find my niche and find the right company. well, this definitely is the right company. It took me a couple years to find it, but I did find it. So in the meantime, I picked up a part-time job working retail, which, as most of you know, you don't really make any money working retail. So when Denise presented this to me, I trust her. I've known her for years. So I said, okay, I'm in. Let me try it. Let me try the products. Let me see. So I was working part-time and doing this part-time. Well, this really started to grow and bloom. And so I just started doing the math, and it was going to make more sense for me in January to leave my part-time job and start doing this on a more full-time scale, which full-time really doesn't mean full-time, because it's not like I'm doing this 8 hours a day. I am not. But when I'm doing it, I'm committed to it, maybe 2-3 hours a day, sometimes 4, it depends on the situation, but really not full-time, because you're just reaching out to people and talking to them. So it's not.
When people think about full time, in today's society, that's somewhere between 40 and 60 hours.
40 and 60 hours, correct.
And so, for you to say, hey, but every day I'm 2 hours to 4 hours. Think about that. That's less than half of what the traditional job job is. I call it job because it's just over broke. They pay you just enough you won't quit. And you work just hard enough, you don't get fired, so it's kind of a balance there. But think about that. Now you've created a nice income working 2 to 4 hours a day.
And and I'm making more than I did at my part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making more. So that's what I said. It was when I did the math, I found out if I could devote more time to it and not be, stressed out working two jobs, I knew this was going to grow. So I jumped in.
Yeah.
So when we talk about consistency, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I know that I need to reach out to people. So I have a schedule for myself that I follow. This is my personal schedule that I want to reach out to between 5 and 10 people a day.
Yep.
Having conversations, asking them if they have a minute to chat, just to chat. Some people I haven't talked to for years. Some people I saw that they were having health issues on Facebook that I don't even know. So I just made some suggestions. So now I'm talking to strangers that I don't even know. So there's all different ways where you can get your people that you want to touch base with. It doesn't have to be people it could be people that they know.
Right. Asking for referrals,
Yes. In fact, Tuesday, I get a call from my neighbor who I got on the Pure Body Extra because she had terrible issues with allergies. And she said, I've been on allergy medicines for over 30 years, and she thought she would try it. She did. And she has sent me a couple of customers already.
Yeah.
And so I talked to this lady on Tuesday. She signed up, and you're getting referrals now. People are seeing results and they're getting referrals. So these are people that you don't know. So if these people don't want to build a business, or they're not interested in building a business, which I try to get them to do that, but not everybody wants to, and I get it. It's not for everybody. I get it. So now they become my customers. So that's kind of cool. But consistency, let's get back to that. Okay, so we have this tracker, and I love the new tracker, Alan. That is so cool. I'll be downloading that one on Sunday when it's time for the new tracker. So here's my tracker. And again, I have a goal to talk to 5 people to 10 people a day. If I look at my tracker and see that I slacked off on Monday or Tuesday because of the hurricane, you better believe that today and tomorrow and Saturday, I'm going to up my game because I want to talk to those people. I'm not going to slack off.
Right.
So that's a consistency thing. Okay, how do I know who I'm going to follow up with? I have sheets of people. These are all the people I sent CBD oil samples to. Now, the cool thing about the app that we now have is that the app is telling you when they received their sample. So now I look and I jot down okay, they got their sample on Monday, which is August 3rd. That means today or tomorrow, I'm going to follow up with them and ask them, what did you think? Did you try it yet? What did you think? That's a follow-up call. So last night I made my list of who I'm going to follow up with today because I saw that they got their samples on Monday. So I'm going to call them today. I have already 4 people down that I'm going to call this afternoon, between this afternoon and tonight. So the app is a great tool because now we could send them samples, and now the app lets us know when they got it, which is fabulous. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing. So I'm always looking for the next person to build. Constantly looking. I just brought somebody on last week who is a friend of mine from a previous business, and she's looking to build. So now I have someone else that I'm working with to help her get to where I am if that's what she wants. If she wants something else, I'll work with whoever. I have a team of people that I work with, and I ask them, how do you want me to help you? Do you want me to touch base with you once a week, once a month? How do you want me to help you? Because everybody has a different goal. So I'm always looking for the next person, and I'm never stopping recruiting. Never. I don't care what level. Let's see, what's the highest level on here, Alan? National executive, I'm going to still keep going.
Well,
because I could touch somebody's life.
Then we've got regional ambassador, national ambassador, global ambassador. And then once we get there, we're going to say, okay, Eddie, you got to come up with some new ranks because we're blowing past that. So, I wanted to ask you a question because, I know that, being around Debbie and just working with Debbie is as I can see in the comments here, Debbie's always, you just have this, you're just always positive, you're enthusiastic, and the money's nice to you, but I know that the reason that your heart is in this, that you love doing this and that you love the people. And so there's been a couple of times over this last couple of years where you've brought people on and you've said this person is going to be dynamite, they're going to do great, they're going to do well, and they do nothing or
Correct.
little nothing. And I know that's frustrated you a little bit. So, and you and I have had the conversation about, hey, just keep enrolling and let the cream rise to the top. So touch base on that a little bit on how that feels.
And then the ones that you think aren't going to do anything decide to dig in. So you just never know. And I think, and I'm going to speak for myself. When this was presented to me, and you were around when it was presented to me, I had my initial conversation with Denise, but then you came along and we did some events together. I just started the product, so I wasn't sure, okay, I have to believe in this. I'm a person that I can't say this is terrific if it doesn't work for me. So about 4 months into it, I figured it out that this does work. So I'm going to spread the word. And I have a goal. I know our company has a goal, but my personal goal is to make 1,000 families healthy. Well, now it's to 2.5 years because I started this in January. So 2.5 years, I have to reach out to 1,000 families. And who knows, I probably increase that as the time goes on. But you have to let people figure it out for themselves sometimes, Alan. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
I don't want to push it in their face. They have to figure it out for themselves. And there's one person I'm thinking of right now that she said, give me time because I need time. So I'm giving her the time.
sure.
But then there might be other people that say, hey, look, I need to dig in right away. Okay, let's do this. So there's going to be all different levels of people coming into your business. And another thing is you could have people that have been a customer for 2 years and say, you know what, this stuff, I really love it. I think I want to make it happen.
Yeah.
So then you work with them. So you can't be disappointed at the ones that did not grow with you.
Right.
Because maybe it wasn't their time. That doesn't mean they're not going to come to me in a year or two and say, you know what, I might give this another shot or whatever. So
Yeah.
you never, like you say so many times so well, we love on everybody. We're
Yeah.
not going to be mad at that person.
Right.
We're here to encourage and help and develop and share and grow. We're not here to say, oh, well, forget it. That's it with her. I'm done with her.
Yeah.
That's not how this business works.
That's right. That's right. A couple of things that I want to touch on, but before I go that, Emily Barnhart said, is there a specific follow-up form that you use that you could share, or just talk a little bit about your follow-up? We said the other day on a call, somebody asked me, said, when do you stop following up with people? And I said, well, when I read their name in the obituary, then I know it's time. I can stop following up with them. But just if you would, for with Emily's question, is there anything, how do you follow up, and anything specific that you could share tip wise?
Well, speaking of just following up, if I sent them a link, I'm going to follow up with them. If I send them a sample, I'm going to follow up with them. I could have talked to somebody 3 months ago and they said to me, I'm not ready right now. I'm going to follow up with that person. So it's kind of like pretty elementary. Is it Emily that was asking this question?
Yeah.
I have lists of people, and what I do, Emily, is very simple. I just put a big star, a big asterisk near them. And then every beginning of every week, when I'm making my schedule for the week, I look and say, oh yeah, that's right. She told me to touch base with her in 3 weeks or 3 months. And then that's how I make my follow-up list.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like you, Debbie. If I don't write it down, I'll go back through my book sometimes, and I'll go back 7 or 8 or sometimes 20 pages, and I'll go, oh my gosh, I forgot to follow up with so-and-so. Yep. And when I do that, and even if I waited 4 or 5 days to follow up with somebody, I'll always say, hey, Debbie, I am so sorry that I didn't follow up sooner. We've just been so busy. The company's growing so fast. Just, even if they said they're going to follow up with me and they didn't, when I follow up with them, I apologize like it's my fault.
That's right.
If Debbie says, well, I'll call you this week, and then I'm not going to mess with Debbie this week, and probably the middle of next week, I'm going to send a message to go, hey, Debbie, I just want to apologize. I am so sorry. I missed on my calendar following up with you. We've been so busy and the business is growing, and just please accept my apology, but did want to follow up. And that way you're taking the heat off of them. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, Debbie, with you is one of the things that makes, we always say in this business, you have to be coachable. You have to be coachable. And I know, when I first started working with you, you were Debbie's one of those ones that you got to kind of hold the reins a little bit, because she's wide open. She's like, here I go, get out of the way. I am on a roll, And so I was having a conversation with Denise Longton one time, and I said, if I could just get a hold of those reins and just slow her down a little bit. I was just talking to Jamie the other day, and I said, Jamie, sometimes you have to slow down so you can go faster. But you've been very coachable, not only coachable and receptive to feedback and coaching, but one of the things I admire about you is you're quick to reach out and say, this isn't working, or how do I do this, or what's your thoughts on that? So touch base a little bit on your thoughts and feelings about being coachable.
Coach, yes. You could learn so much, but you also have to develop your own way. Alan has taught me a lot, because as he said, I'm like, woo, I want to just spit it out to people because I'm passionate about it. And even Mark, my significant other, goes to me, you got to slow it down. But it's because I'm excited. It's not like I'm just so excited. So people could see things that you cannot see. So it could be a team member. It doesn't have to be an upline. It could be a downline. It could be anybody that says, hey, I noticed this. You have to be open for it, because it does help you grow tremendously. And I learned a lot by just stepping back from Alan and from Mark. You need to step back. So be open to coaching, because it really does help. And it's not personal. We're not trying to say this is the wrong way, this is the right way. We're just trying to say you could make it better if you whatever. And I think that is a big factor, Alan. Thanks for bringing that up, because it is a big factor.
Well, and I agree with that. And kudos to you, and kudos to Denise Longton. Denise is just what a great mentor she is and leader.
Oh, yes.
And when it comes to leading by example, Denise absolutely sets the pace of the pack for you and for other people on her team. And you're the very same way. I mean, if I wanted to say to somebody, about leading by example and the leader sets the pace of the pack, I could quickly say, I tell you what, dude, plug into Debbie Stella. Just do what she does. And you keep up with her and you'll have success, because you're rocking every day and going. And, here's the deal. We talk about Denise and her son, but, your mom lives with you full time.
Yeah.
And that takes the beautiful thing that tells people is, you're the full-time caregiver of your mother, although she's 93 now and a pistol.
93, going to be 90. Yep.
But you're still a full-time caregiver and able to do that while you're building your business.
Right. And that is the cool thing. Yesterday, let's take yesterday, for example. And that's what I love about working from home. Yesterday, I overdid it Tuesday with hurricane cleanup, and I was in severe pain yesterday. I mean, I barely could walk. I actually was walking with a cane. I was in bad shape yesterday. So I didn't do anything in my business yesterday. And let me tell you what, you know me, Alan, that was not working with me. However, while I was sitting on the couch, I was writing those names down for today. Anyway, so this is what I mean. It's so nice that you could take a day off if you need to, if I had to take my mother to the doctor, if she needed help. I personally was out of commission yesterday. Thank God for CBD oil. But this is what I love about it. And another factor that you could share with people about working from home and the great advantages of working from home. And sometimes you see things on Facebook from friends as you read. I get a lot of my leads from Facebook. Yeah. Because I see people complaining about their health, or I see people complaining that they don't have any money for this, that, or the other thing. So I reach out to those people and say, hey, do you have a minute to talk?
Yeah. Well, Debbie, I want to thank you for sharing your story and sharing those pearls of wisdom. So I want to recap. You do a to-do list each week and each day. Mm-hmm. You have a follow-up list you use. You use the tracker. You use the app, the phone app with the CBD samples, and you're using the gift card program.
The gift card, yeah, that's huge. Yeah. Huge. Forgot to talk about that, but that is huge. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I know you're one of the top people using the gift card program, and it shows. And so, that is so powerful. And here's what's funny now for those of you listening to this. And Debbie says, I did nothing for my business yesterday. So we had a live at 11. She plugged into that. We had a leaders call after that. She plugged into that, and she added people to her list. So wouldn't you like to have somebody on your team that's considered doing nothing for their business? You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people say, well, I did nothing for my business means I didn't even think about the company and I did absolutely nothing. But your nothing is being on 2 calls and making a list of people. And so that's powerful. That speaks volumes for your mindset, And that's what it's all about. It's having the right mindset. It's making that commitment and following through on your commitments to yourself. And you do that. And so we're really excited about the future. And, regional director is next.
I'm on it.
I know you're on it. And so we're excited for that. And thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for sharing your story. Really appreciate it. It's been inspiring and encouraging. And we love you and we appreciate you.
Love you back.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.